Alright, this is the Bitquest. A tiny little box that does a million different things, but we're going to only talk about one. Fuzz. This thing has a pretty cool fuzz in it. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's some digital computer thing, but it's cool. I like it. This thing has 8 different modes. You can see around the pedal here. I'm on the filter mode, and I'm just kind of using the buttons for tone shaping the fuzz. So there are 2 modes to each mode, 2 divisions I should say, a clean and a dirty, clean and fuzz. And then each time you're into a separate mode, the buttons change. So in the filter mode, in the fuzz category, this is what the buttons do. This is tone, volume, and mix, obviously, as you can see there. This one changes from control 0 to gain, because I'm in fuzz, and then I've got a high pass and a low pass. So why don't you just let me play some stuff, and I'm going to play around with these 2 buttons, and you'll see that there is going to be some huge changes in the tone of this pedal. So let's give it a shot. This is my clean tone. I'm playing a 95 Fender Strat into a Union Jack 100 HG with KT 88s into a 212 cab with Celestian creambacks. I'm sure this isn't coming through in my cell phone, but that's like a speaker killer. It's like this super low pass. I mean, my speakers are gonna melt if I keep doing that. Freaking sounds cool though. Nothing there. Another cool thing I just want to mention real quick is you can put an expression pedal. I don't know if you can see it, but there's an expression jack right down there. And you can, I haven't looked up how to assign it. I don't know if it's even assignable. Maybe it just does one thing per mode. But for example, you could put the expression and do some of this sort of thing. basically all the way out. It's kind of cool. So many pedals, it seems like even if you turn the gain all the way down, you still have like this massively distorted. So if you wanted to kind of tame this thing, you could mix in your dry signal. You kind of have that fuzz kind of sitting in the background. Throw a little bit of warp vinyl in there for the hell of it. I don't even know what that is, but that's kind of cool. It's this really starved. It just seems like every time you move these things a millimeter, it's like a completely different animal. moving them in real time doesn't, it's like, it's kind of hard to explain, but it seems like it takes a second for the effect to kind of get where you put the knob. That's like a wah sound. That's pretty cool. Funky stuff for sure. You can mix in a dry signal. That's what I love about funky pedals, is they have to have a mix knob. Because so many of these effects are just kind of useless when you're playing in a real band situation. I mean, they're kind of fun to play around with, and then you're trying to write songs with your band, and it's like, yeah, what are you going to use that for? But then when you mix in that dry signal, it just suddenly becomes, I don't know, familiar, or musical, whatever you want to call it. And all you're doing is taking a tone that normally sounds like, and now just coloring it with just enough. It's like having two recorded guitar tracks and just kind of moving faders. Anyway, I think I've just about gone as much as I can go with this thing. Could take these buttons, I think I already took them to the extreme, but taking them to the extreme kind of shuts down a few of them, but I'll do it real quick before we end this. This doesn't do anything. Or I thought it didn't. Ice pick. And if you bring that one down, yeah, that's where it's nothing. And we'll bring this one down. That seriously sounds like the end of the earth.